Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. We are on another episode of The Scrumptious Woman. This one, you booked the date night and you still felt nothing. You got the sitter, you shaved your legs in the shower and felt almost hopeful about it. You booked the place with the good lighting where you're gonna look good. The food, you remember, was absolutely scrumptious. And the way the place felt was quite incredible. You sat down across from him. You wanted to feel something. The wine came, the starter came. He asked if you enjoyed the fish, and your body stayed exactly where it'd been all week. Shut, polite, slight tenseness in the jaw, bit of a tightness in your neck, your shoulders. Couldn't quite put your finger on it. I'm Juliette, touch expert. I teach the touch reset for people who love someone and cannot find the way back in the door. I learned this from my own body first. There were years that I gave and I felt nothing come back in a form that I could actually receive. My jaw was very tight, very clenched. My breath was high. I don't think it ever quite reached my belly or all the way down. And I overrode this until my body stopped asking politely. Waking up in a pool of my own blood on the half landing is what had me stop, what had me listen. And I don't want this for you. You love him, and somehow your body still stayed shut. Those two things, not exclusive. One can happen and the other one completely at the same time. The two things live together. So why the date night did nothing? So everyone sells you the same story. Desire is spontaneous. If it were right, it would just arrive. Candles, a weekend away, maybe a little tantra workshop, maybe, tying each other up, adding the sensation of being bound. And for some of you, this may be completely taboo and not your thing. Now, spontaneity is the lie. It's the reason that you keep booking the restaurant, that you keep booking cool outings, and the drive home feels empty, and you go to bed. Instead of deeply connecting, you turn away, backs towards each other. And I want you to take a breath here, because you're not frigging alone. There are 3 stages, and find yours. Stage 1 is the quiet, where touch has gone flat. Nothing's wrong, but you're both busy, life got loud, and you stopped reaching for each other. And a date night can really help here. I would say not a date night, because at the end of the night you're tired, but a date morning. Plan between 45 minutes and 90 minutes. Plan to make sure that you're both clean, juicy. One person sets up the room. Make sure that it's tidy. Get the music out. Structured communication. I'll tell you about this later. But really, this is where you can easily connect again. Now, stage 2 is the brace, the half second that nobody really talks about. His hand lands on your back, and before you decide, it is automatic. Your body tightens. You overrode it. You let the hand stay, maybe move on to something else. But that brace has already happened underneath the thought, and it's often not what he did, but maybe goes back to much earlier. And the same is for men. If you are listening to this and you're finding yourself in that position that you actually brace when she approaches, same thing. A date night on top of that is not really going to move things. Stage 3, the gone. I call it the gone. You stop bracing because you stopped expecting. You live as roommates, what people call the roommate phase. Perfectly kind, but away, not really present with each other. Some bracing is there, but there's also some blame. Blame for yourself, blame and shame for yourself, blame for the other person. Kind of like a resentment starts to come in. And also a quiet, just like, this is what life is going to be like. Now, this is the trap. Most couples are in stage 2 or 3, and they keep applying fix 1. Let's do a date night. Let's do a date morning only, without fixing anything else. So more effort, more things, more toys, more things that bring in sensation, nicer underwear. Maybe instead of just wearing the fireman's hat to bring sensation back, all of a sudden you want more and more and more. Now I want you to recognize that this doesn't mean that you failed. We're in different stages. The stage was wrong. Always, I'm going to bring it back to touch base. This is for both of you. I cannot stress enough how many couples, how many people I have helped with this kinesthetic anchor. That is so simple, stupidly simple, yet it creates an incredible sense of safety in your body, and it rewires the brain hemisphere. It rewires that safety that may have been gone for a while. So, touch base, thumb, forefinger. Take a breath in, exhale. Just notice the space between your fingers, about 3 centimeters, which is what? A bit more than an inch. And really start to focus on the space in between your fingers. Can you start feeling the energy? Is there any buzzing there? Is there nothing there? It doesn't matter. Take a breath in through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and you may notice that there's a tightness in some part of your body. Beautiful awareness. We don't need to do anything about it. And now slowly bring those fingers closer. Always continuing the breath. And you may want to actually smile a little bit. That helps with the jaws as well. Spring, and not like a fake smile, just like slowly move your lips into a smile. I want you to look down and then look at your fingers as your top finger lands. Feel that inhalation in your breath in your body as that finger lands. And I'm probably going a lot slower than you're used to. What does it feel like to receive this touch on your thumb? What does it feel like to receive touch from your top finger? And then ever so slowly move your top finger as if you can feel every single finger ridge. As always, do this in a place where you're safe. So you can go to the loo, you can be in your car, can be in bed, but actually that there is no tiger behind you, no one there to hurt you. You are safe, and I want you to say it out loud because voicing this is really important and it helps create that new neural pathway. Beautiful. Now, for some of you, you may have started yawning, or your tummy may be gurgling, or the slight tension that you've had may just slowly go away. Now, this is what 2 minutes of touch with no destination. The only thing is to feel safe. That is what grounds you, what gets you back into connection with yourself first, because that's always the most important. Before any connection can happen, any touch can happen between the two of you. So this is how a braced body starts to thaw, how the bracing that you may have felt, slowly it starts to melt. Once your body has been shown that it's safe, desire can come back again. This is the part that most people skip over and say, let's just go straight into what we want. And sometimes that's super hot. And when you're actually in a state that your body knows that you're safe, go for it. So if you drove home empty last week, hear me. Your body braced a long time ago for good reasons. And no dinner reservation was ever going to unbrace it. You both braced, and patterns can be changed. Touch base twice a day, and then one prompt. Start with yourself. Tell me what you need right now to feel even more safe. And if you want to know which stage you're actually in, I made a quiz exactly for this. It's called the Touch Reset Quiz. It names your stage and it shows you the first way back in. It will be in the show notes. Much love.